Let's talk about research. Research is one of those interesting parts of an engineer's roles that we often don't get to know about when we're first starting at engineering, but then we later start to discover. You might be asked to go out and scope and survey the methods in your field and figure out the strengths and weaknesses of existing technologies and algorithms and techniques, and then to compile those findings, figure out the best way to move forward, and then apply it to your project. It's a pretty common thing. So, what's the best way to go around being able to apply and do literature reviews and reading research papers and basically scoping out all of this content in a domain? Here's an interesting, quick framework for you to be able to try and see how it goes. The first step when you're scoping out a domain that can be really useful to try is figuring out the overall brief definition of the problem statement. This is essentially the essence of what the field is trying to signify and what exactly is being done here. As part of this, you may also look about the natural pain points that come as a result of that space. For example, maybe there's a certain strength or weakness with using a certain type of hardware device or a sensor. And this is exactly what that space is trying to solve. Next, when you're looking at specific algorithms and techniques, you want to start to look into what's the core intuition behind these solutions that are being proposed for the problem statement. We're then going to repeat the same analysis that we did for the overall space for the technique or the algorithm itself. So we ask, what are the strengths and weaknesses of this technology? Are there any claims that are being made that the paper or the article or the resource could not necessarily prove? We also want to look at what is the future work looking like, and is this solution actually reproducible or something that's scalable? The future work can tell us a lot about this because it tells us whether the ideas that are extending this particular technique are research oriented only or are also practical, right? For example, focused on being able to deploy this to a bunch of different devices, not just someone's laptop. So these are a couple of quick considerations to think about and also be able to better identify what's already been done before and then what you can do to better understand the strengths and weaknesses. I'll dive deeper into some of these elements in future videos, but I hope this high-level overview of a quick framework to think about research is helpful. Thank you.